Hello and welcome, basketball fans. Today's women's game is taking place on J. Herkelman Court in Gilmer Nellis Hall in the historic Coffeyville, Kansas. For today's matchup, we have the Cowley Tigers visiting the Coffeyville Red Ravens. I'm Tanner Glenn, sitting alongside Matt Dick. Matt, what are you looking for specifically in today's game, and who do you think is looking to make an impact this evening?
Well, definitely someone that you always got to look at for either team. For the Cowley, of course, is Potter, and she does a great job every game. 23 points a game, averaging 44% from the field and 38% from downtown, so that's a great stat line for her. And then, of course, Coffeyville being sophomore night, all the sophomores are going to play their heart out. Their last home game because they will travel for the playoffs. Of course, you got Sky Jasper, a sophomore averaging 12 points a game. Michaela Tanksley, a great point guard, getting about 3 assists and 3 rebounds a game. Alexis Wooden, she is a sophomore, and she always does good for everyone. And 8 points a game, 46 from the field. And, of course, the big shooter, Lucy Burke, 11 points a game, and she just shoots those long-range bombs every game. Who do you think will come out on top today?
I think we're going to be looking at the Ravens have the home field advantage. I think, last home game for a lot of the girls, they're going to come out here, give it their all, like you said, Matt. And, but really, we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
And the last matchup, of course, was at Cowley. And, unfortunately, the Red Ravens lost 70-58. Sky Jasper only dropped 11 points. McCree dropped 19. We only shot 57% from free throws, so that's not very good when our average is about 70. So well below our average. Potter, of course, like we just mentioned, she averages 23. She dropped 25 that game. And then Silva for the Tigers dropped 21. And they shot 70% from the line. So you can see the difference, more maturity at the line. And definitely was a tough loss for the Red Ravens. But I feel like you said, they're coming out strong. They're doing pretty good, 2-2 in the last 4 games. And they're about at the middle of the pack right now. They're 15-14, 13-12 in the conference, so just above 500. If they can get this win, it'll look good on the record and, going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. They really need this win going into the postseason. Maybe it'll boost their morale a little and help project them. Cowley, they're doing pretty good. Hey, they're 23-6, 19-6 in the conference. They're not looking to slow down anytime soon.
Exactly, and they are receiving votes to being ranked in the NJCAA, so that's a big accomplishment. And you see the Red Ravens got the tip.
Yeah, we've got Tanksley and McCree. They're just, kind of setting the pace, taking it slow around the arc. They're saying, this is our house. We're going to go the speed we want to.
And that's so true. But that was a great job by Addison of the Tigers to get in that passing lane and stop it from Sky Jasper because they all know what she can do in the post. And then a travel call on Tanksley. That'll be a quick turnover for the Ravens.
And then we got bringing up the ball, Julie Nygaard. What I'm seeing here, she's from Stockholm, Sweden.
And that's interesting to be all the way from Sweden. And we have an international student on our team of her own, Lucy Burke, as you know. She's from Australia, so that's crazy. And a nice deep bomb, of course, that is Potter. And she gets going early with a nice three-pointer, and they jump out to an early lead. And that was a good look by Alexis Wooden, just couldn't finish. Tough defense down low. Let's see how Cowley responds. And another travel call, so quick turnovers for both of these teams. Definitely something else to look at the last time they played. Cowley had 12 turnovers, and Coffeyville they didn't have any turnovers, and they still lost the game. So wow. Cowley definitely doesn't take care of the ball very well, but they can just shoot the lights out.
Ooh.
And no foul called on that. Jasper wanted the call, just unfortunately couldn't get it. And you see a good defensive stop, and now it'll be another turnover for Cowley.
You know, if they do that all game, keep that lane locked down, it'll force Cowley to have to shoot from the arc, and we'll see how accurate they really can be from long distance.
And that's definitely true. That's a great point. You got to think of how you can. Oh, and then another quick turnover. But back to the point, you got to start thinking of how you can, get this last win, get some revenge on this team. And one way to start it is great defense. And you see Addison unfortunately missing kind of an air ball. Both teams kind of slow right now. 8 minutes to go. Cowley only leaves it by 3 in the first quarter.
And here are the Ravens again, just working that around the arc, trying to see something. Oh, and they found Jasper on the inside, and it's good for 2.
And that's a great ball movement, like you said. They were just moving around, trying to find the open person. And, of course, they find their star player, Sky Jasper. Easy cut to the basket and a great layup. And great defense right there by Alexis Wood and Lucy Burke. And you see Lucy Burke going for the Hail Mary pass. Swatted down by Addison. Kind of a risky pass right there, but sometimes you got to go for a little bit of glamour, I guess,
Yeah, try to get the fame, get the glory. And we got Jasper inbounding. Cowley definitely, here's Sean. Cowley definitely came to play. Their girls are being aggressive. They're all over the Ravens. And here, let's pay particular attention to the Ravens defense when they come back here. And tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like they're playing a zone and not a man. I'm not real sure here because it looks like they're leaving a lot of space to be playing man.
And that's right on. They're playing a 2-3 zone, I believe. And they're doing a great job. You see right there, they're trying to trap the bigger person. And right there, they caught her slipping, and that's a great defense. They both got to match the intensity on both sides. You see Cowley going with more of a man-to-man, like you said, and Coffeyville with the zone. But Cowley's already going to try to do a full-court press.
And that press could do one of two things. It could wear down the Ravens or it could wear down Cowley.
And that's so true when you see open passing lanes, especially because sometimes you can get behind the other player and then it's an easy 2. And the pass from McCree just goes off the hands of Jasper, and another turnover for the Red Ravens.
And Cowley looks like they're they're just good, and that wasn't a good idea to go dribbling in there. Kind of obvious, but yeah.
And just another quick turnover by Cowley once again. And you're going to see Tanksley with the 2 and tries to go for the bank shot and misses. But back to your point, you see Cowley kind of they're making good passes, and then they just make that one mistake that makes a turnover. You got to start thinking they got to play some cleaner basketball. And a long 3 is off by Potter. This is a low-scoring game. Both teams are playing good defense, so you like seeing these games as a basketball fan. But if you're just a regular fan, you want to see all the highlights, But
yeah,
it's definitely fun to see some great defense being played.
Yeah, that's why there's so many turnovers. They're each pressing one another hard. And there we go, that zone working again.
And Lucy Burke is up to 2 steals in this game, so that's a great job by her playing good defense, and the Red Ravens as a whole playing good defense. Lucy Burke trying to cut to the basket. but great job by the Tigers defender to get in that passing lane.
It looks like we got Addison and Silva checking in for Cowley. Hey and Silva, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Yeah, so a lot of international players there. And Silva, quick stat line for her, 14 points a game, so definitely knows how to score. 45% from the field and 8 rebounds a game. That's a good stat line to have.
I guess they couldn't get anything in time on that one. Shot clock ran down. They took a poor shot. And
definitely, and one thing that Coffeyville's known to do is they like to work late in the shot clock. That can be beneficial or it can be very bad. That's a quick shot by Silva, goes back off. But back to the shot clock, working late. It can be bad or good because if you're passing so much, the defenders get confused and then you get a wide open shot, or it can give the chance for the defenders to recuperate and play better defense. So it can go either way. And another turnover by the Red Ravens. Not doing a very good job, but they turn it right back over.
Yeah, Burke caused that one there, and she gets the bucket.
That's a great job right there. Nice fast break. Lucy Burke on a lot of these big defensive plays. You can see her intensity. And as we mentioned, sophomore night, last home game for her, she's going to try to show out. And she's doing a great job of it right now. And a quick jumper by Hall. That's a great job by her. Only 4 points a game, though, so doesn't produce very well. But let's see how she does the rest of this game. And that's a blocking foul on Potter. And they're going to send Alexis Wooden to the bench, and Tierra Fullove is coming in. And you see them fighting for the ball. And it's going to be the Tigers. Timeout, Red Ravens. So a quick timeout. Both this is a low-scoring game right now. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Only 9 points total. So what do you think either team are doing, right or wrong? Any suggestions?
The problem with both teams is they are both playing just a little bit sloppy. Neither of them are completely locked down. That's why the Ravens are able to get them to turn over the ball so much on defense. And then at the same time, the Ravens need to get some more ball moving around, get some cuts to the basket, get some points up on the board.
And that's a great point. And like you mentioned, they need to start, not turning the ball over, number one. And if Cowley needs to start getting going again, of course, we mentioned Potter, but you also got to mention someone else is Silva, like we mentioned also. They both can score in bunches. And then Tierra Fullove with the 3. That's a great job by her. Fullove, 30% from deep. She comes off the bench and does a great job, averages about 4 points a game. She brings the intensity down low, and she can go out and shoot out the perimeter. So a great pickup by Coach Harrell, and a great job by her to get the lead. And both of these teams, like we mentioned, a lot of turnovers. How do you think either team could cut this down, the turnovers?
Well, one thing I just noticed is that Cowley's coach was telling some of the girls where they needed to be. So it's kind of looking like maybe they don't know, and that was an excellent shot there by Caitlin Potter. But, yeah, it looks like maybe they don't know the plays as well as they should, or they're a little nervous, which could be a lot of it. They could be a little nervous, and having some stage fright or whatnot, court fright, and They're just a little nervous, I think.
And that's so true. And you see Michaela Tanksley drive it in there. Did a great job drawing the foul. She shoots pretty well, average at the line, 70%, so she can get most of them to go. She does get the first to tie it up. And back to, you saw Caitlin Potter drill that three. She does a great job, 38% from deep. That's a great number to be at when you're shooting as much as she does. And you just saw her go up there, spot up, and shots right in the face of a bigger defender. So she's not scared to shoot it at all. So you got to look at her and D up on her at the perimeter.
Nice inside, kick it back out, and it's again. Was that Tanksley again?
Caitlin
Potter,
yes.
Excuse me, sorry.
You're fine, but yes, once again, they're up by 3, and that's with the great shot by Caitlin Potter. That's 3 threes for her in this game, and 2 back-to-back threes.
Exactly, I was about to say back-to-back.
So continue. Sorry about that.
Well, I was just going to say, they need to figure out now, you leave her open like that, and she's going to drain that shot.
Exactly, and right now, it may be a low-scoring game, but if you don't start D'ing her up, like you said, she can go off for more than 30 points in a hurry, as you've seen right there, and she can do it all from the perimeter.
Yep.
And you see this full-court press once again.
Kind of, they're rushing a little too much maybe down here on the Ravens side. And earlier I said they were taking too long, so maybe they need to try to find this happy median, and it'll.
But that was a great job by Sky Jasper at the previous play to get that rebound and go in, and then Sky Jasper got the rebound on this end, comes down, finds McCree wide open, and now they're up by 1 with about 1 minute to go.
Yeah, first time the Ravens had the lead all game. Oof.
And a deep 3 misses. Let's see how Coffeyville, they can go 2 for 1 here if they play smart in the shot clock. Tierra Fulov just a little too short.
And as we've got a 1-on-1.
Oh, and that was a great move by Hall.
Yeah, Hall won that one.
And you saw her do a little Euro step action to get past Tanksley. That's a great move. Shot clock down to about 15, and we have 25 seconds to go. So you can still go 2 for 1 if you get a quick turnover. McCree for 3 and misses.
Oh, nice offensive rebound. That was excellent by Sky Jasper to get that offensive rebound and put it right back up.
And you saw right there, that's 2 times now that she has got offensive boards and put it right back up and got easy baskets. And at the end of the first quarter, Ravens doing a great job, 14-13. It was getting a little scary there when Potter was hitting those threes, but then the last 2 minutes, they came out playing good defense and ran the fast break well.
Yes, indeed they did.
And speaking on basketball, we're going to try to keep you updated as much as we can on the Barton game, because if Barton wins, we will play Barton at Barton, and if they lose, we will play, I believe, Cowley once again in the playoffs. So it just depends on what all happens. We will keep you updated as much as possible. So this is definitely a big game. The Red Ravens should be able to put it all together and win, hopefully. But Cowley, is still a strong team. And like we mentioned, only 23-6, so that's a great record. And to speak on both of these coaches, Coach Stephen Harrell in his second year, 36-24. So he's doing a good job trying to rebuild this program, bringing them up. And then you got Todd Clark, his 14th year, 308 wins and 115 losses. So he's about average, but he's done good this year, bringing his team to 4th in the KGCC conference. And with that media timeout, we're coming back. Cowley has the ball.
Oh, called a traveling call. I thought she was going to get a and one on that.
And that was a great job by the officials. She took too many steps, and a quick turnover for Cowley. I believe that's 4 for them already.
Man, nice moves in the post there by Jasper. She just couldn't complete.
Nice moves, like you said, just kind of rimmed out. But it's going to be hard if she's going to have to try to carry this team in the post because they're playing some good defense down there. And a great find by Silva to Jallo. Great job, connection by them, and now they take the lead once again.
Well, this is kind of where we see the same things just about each time they go down the court. Ravens kind of passing the ball around, and when Cowley comes down, the Ravens are in that zone, and Cowley just tries to look on the inside, and if they can't get it, they take the shot beyond the arc. And here we got one on the inside. And did they call a blocking foul there, Matt? I think.
I believe it was a shooting foul. So Silva will go to the line, and she's not a very good free throw shooter, only 47%. So she doesn't even get half of them to go most of the time. Let's see if she can bring her team up by 2 or even 3 on this trip. But basketball, the sport of basketball, of course, is a great sport to watch. And quick question for you, who's your favorite NBA team?
Oh, it used to be the Phoenix Suns. I don't know who it is anymore. I always liked Steve Nash. But
he's a great player. I love to watch him. My favorite team, I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, so I'm guessing you already know who it is, the Lakers. Unfortunately, they're doing okay in their rebuilding season, just not doing very much. But let's see how the end of this year happens for them, and let's see how this game plays out. Oh, and a quick move by Lucy Burke, just couldn't get it to go. You see her driving in more now when she used to just be primarily shooting from deep, and you love to see that she's kind of expanding her game, and now she's taking more of an inside game, which is nice to have.
Yeah, she is really working this game. She'll make a big impact on this game if she continues playing the whole way through the way she's playing right now.
And like you just mentioned, she's playing with high intensity and playing well. You see her getting that jump ball, so her team gets the ball back. Let's see if she can get hot from deep like Potter did in the first. And a good move by Jasper, just rimmed out, spun around a little bit, too hard on the bounce.
And, they didn't do anything wrong there. That's just a little brush of bad luck, I guess is what you'd call it.
And unfortunately, like you said, bad luck. Could have only been down by 1, but they still have the ball back, so they can get a good shot here. But instead, they turn it over. That's going to be a good fast break.
Nice left-handed layup by Keandre Addison. Ooh. Broke the ankle.
And that's how you do it. You start off with a little bit of flashy offense by McCree, and then you see the open Tierra Fulov drains it. Now it's only down by 2. And a great rebound. And then another turnover. definitely one thing that both of these teams need to do is not turn over the ball. You don't want to do that on any game, especially not in a game like this. And another turnover.
Sloppy pass right to Lucy Burke. Oh, yes, there we go, and ball put in the basket by Alexis Wooden.
And a great job by Alexis Wooden right there. Drove in, kind of had a bad pass, but got it together, put it up, and now the game is knotted up at 19.
Oh, and is it going to go? It's just a little off the mark by Potter.
Yeah, and right there you saw a defender get there kind of late, but they still got a hand in their face, so a hand on her face, so they did a good job there. And you see Jasper missing and McCree, great offensive board. Definitely one thing that's keeping us in this game, great offensive rebounding and putting it back up.
Oh, she said, why not? And put
That's
3 points on the board.
That's a great job. That's Kedriana Addison. Only 6 points a game, 23% from deep, but got that one to go. And a travel call on Wooden will be another turnover for the Ravens. So definitely for the Red Ravens especially, you got to not turn over the ball. And you see Tierra Fulov checking in for Sky Jasper.
Still in the 2-3 zone. A shot from deep. Hannah's just connects again. And this is Caitlin Potter. Is that her third or fourth here, Matt?
I believe that's her fourth, and she's only missed one, so she's 4 for 5 from deep. That's crazy to think about. If she can drop 4 more of those in the next half, I mean, you got to start thinking. Right there, they still played great defense, and she's still getting it to go. You gotta start double teaming her in my mind. And Sky Jasper checks right back in for Tierra Fulov. Under 5 minutes to go. Ravens are down by 4.
Well, there's a foul called on Campbell on Cowley.
And a risky pass right there, but a great job by Wooden to get it.
Oh, behind the back by Burke.
Unfortunately, another turnover for them. And they got to D up on this Potter. Don't let her get to the perimeter. Make her drive inside, in my opinion, because she's not very tall. So you can definitely get better defense on her. She just has a nice stroke and a great job by Campbell. She just committed a foul but came down the court and said, hey, let me get some buckets. Now Cowley is up by 6.
Coffeyville is just working in the paint tonight. I think that's where a majority of their points have came from.
And that's definitely true. They're working it inside, trying to tear down this Tigers defense, and they're doing a great job of it, staying within 4 points right now. And, of course, the long shot missed by Addison. Let's see how they run this fast break. And it's still going to be the Ravens' ball, but back to the point of them driving inside. They're not taking a lot of threes when they usually do. They average around 30% as a team from deep. And right now, they've only made one, and that was McCree in the first quarter. So they're doing a good job of moving the ball and getting good looks inside, which is always a big help. And Jasper with the jumper and gets it to go. Great job by McCree to find her.
Well, we've seen this dance before. Cowley moving around on the arc, trying to look for the person inside. The clock winds down. We can look for a jumper. Oh. Ooh. Got a little bit of her arm there, I think.
And a rough foul. And that will send Hall to the line. She's having a productive night, getting on defense, offense, doing a great job all around. Let's see how she does at the line. She gets about 64%, so a little bit below average. Doesn't get that one to go. And someone like we mentioned that they need to D up is, as you see, she's walking back from the bench, is Caitlin Potter. You definitely need to D her up and think of a strategy. Coach Harold needs to think of a strategy to not completely put all the attention on her, but a little more than they are.
Yeah, I saw her over talking to Coach Thrasher, and I figured he was probably telling her something along the lines of, hey, make me a couple more than threes like you just did.
And that's definitely true. You saw a little bit of James Harden in her right there, the step-back three.
Man.
No fear. She's definitely shooting the lights out right now from deep. And they got to do something to cut down on all these open threes that she's getting.
Man, working that paint hard. Oh, and the point guard, not quite.
Hey, but that's a good pass by Wooden to find Tanksley. Just couldn't get it to go. Tanksley does like to shoot mid-range, and she usually does a good job of it. Just unfortunately couldn't get it to go.
Oof.
And the foul on Lucy Burke. That will send Addison to the line. And Addison, a little bit below average. You want to usually hit that 70% mark, and she shoots around 66%. So let's see if she can get these to go. But you see, if you're in basketball, usually you have that one person to go to. And right now for Cowley, of course, is Potter. But for Coffeyville, they haven't had anyone that's usually producing well. They just can't get going with any one particular person. And I believe that's one reason why they are down.
Coffeyville, it doesn't appear has any superstars, but they work very well together as a team.
Almost got that one to go. That would have been her sixth. And she's 5 for 7 right now from deep. That's a great number to have.
Oh, I saw a little elbow there, but it wasn't intentional.
And that's a great move by Tanksley to fake out Potter, and a great find by Jasper to find Tanksley. And now they're only down by 5 with almost a minute to go before the second half.
Nice look, nice look. And, hey, it paid off for him. Keandre Addison again for 2.
I think they said, hey, it's working for the Ravens. Might as well let us try it. They drive in and get a good look. And Jasper with the ball, and she fights off 2 defenders and gets it to go. That's a great job by her. Let's see how these last 40 seconds play out.
Oh, do. Shot, and it connects.
And that's a great job by Nygaard. She gets about 7 points a game, so does a great job coming off the bench for these Tigers. And you see Tierra Fulla passing it to Wooden and doesn't get it to go. Last 5 seconds.
Again?
And she doesn't get it to go.
Oh, it looked like she was going to get the shot there right before half. That would have put them up by 10. But, hey, they do have the lead of 8, so you can't complain about that.
Definitely. And right now, the Tigers are definitely looking like the stronger team. Of course, Potter dropping threes like crazy. Silva doing a great job shooting that mid-range shot. someone that's got to get going. Well, two people that's got to get going for the Red Ravens. Lucy Burke from deep. She needs to take some shots, and Sky Jasper needs to get a little bit more involved. But overall, a great first half for both of these teams. We'll come back after a little bit of a break with some halftime stats. I'm Matt Dick.
Tanner Glenn, and we'll catch you in about 15 minutes. Tanner Glenn here with Matt Dick. We're at Gilmer Nellis Hall, J. Herkelman Court at the historic Coffeyville, Kansas. Here we're starting the second half or the third quarter of the Lady Ravens versus the Cowley Tigers. Your score is Cowley 37, Ravens 29. Matt, what do you think the coaches on each team talked about during halftime?
Well, definitely Coach Clark said, hey, Caitlin Potter, go shoot more threes because you're racking them up like crazy. She's already up to 15 points, 5 for 9 from deep, so she is doing great. She can drop 30 easily. And a quick update, like we said, that we'll try to keep you notified on the Barton game. If we win tonight, they will come here on Thursday and play. But if we lose tonight, we will go there at Barton and play. And right now, with 4 minutes left in the first half, they're leading the O-Show 33-23. So it's looking like we may go there for, of course, the first round of the playoffs. So is there any stats that kind of stand out to you right now?
If we're you pointed out the main one on Cowley, which was Caitlin Potter, and then I was looking here on the Ravens, and we've got where is it at? I lost it. 2 for 3 from three range is full of. Hey, maybe she should take a couple more. We've got Jasper 5 for 10, and then also 5 for 10 on the free-throw line. Lucy Burke 1 for 2 from 2-point range. You know, that's about all I've seen. You know,
and that's so true. Another stat that stands out to me: both of these teams, a lot of turnovers. 9 for Cowley in the first half, and 10 for Coffeyville in the first half. So both of these teams weren't taking care of the ball very well in the first half. So let's see. Definitely both of the coaches were talking about less turnovers, because if the Cowley would have cut down on those, I believe the score would have been way higher than it is. And a great job by Hall getting that nice mid-range jumper to go. She had 5 points in the first half, so she did good producing for her team. And it's going to be a quick turnover for Coffeyville. And this will give them Cowley a chance to extend their lead. Now they're up to double digits.
Yeah, they're working around the arc. You can see they're more controlled here in the second half. Nice inside, turn around, post up for the shot. That's going to be by Samantha Schwab.
And it's fun to watch this kind of game. You see a lot of good defense, but you got to start thinking, if you're Coffeyville, we need to start doing a little bit more than just playing defense. We got to play some offense.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
And I was about to say that's how you start getting it to go, but just a little short and couldn't get the bounce to go off the rim. But nonetheless, a good look by Lucy Burke.
Uh-oh, here comes Potter with the floater. Quint can't quite connect on that.
But that was a nice-looking floater. She's going to try to do everything she can to maintain this lead for the Tigers. And a great move by Tanksley. You saw her with the fake. Got by the defender, and she will go to the line. Michaela Tanksley only 3 points in the first half. She made from the field 1 for 3, and then she got that 1 point from the line. She has 3 assists already, so she's doing a good job, and only had 1 turnover. The main person that was causing turnovers for the Red Ravens was Jasper. She had 4 in the first half.
And 2 for 2 from the line.
And that's a great job by her. That's one way you got to start getting back in this game, just get any points possible.
Man, it's just a mess down there in the paint.
And you see right there, that will send Schwab to the line. She played just 15 minutes, but didn't do anything on offense. She didn't shoot at all. She did have 2 rebounds and 2 assists, so she was doing everything but scoring some points. And she does get 1 of 2 to go.
We're seeing some, some posts are kind of coming up in that guard position. They kind of had a switch there, high, low to high, high to low.
Yeah, that's a great point to think about. Coffeyville's kind of moving too fast where Cowley can't keep up to them, and they're having to switch too much, and they're getting some good mismatches. But right now it's not relating to the scoreboard. They just can't get anything to go. And a great find by Hall. Gives it to Schwab and an easy 2. That's going to bring their lead up to 13. And a quick timeout by Coach Harrell. You got to take a timeout. They're going on a little run right now. The Tigers are. They're feeling confident. Red Ravens kind of on the other end of the spectrum. Kind of sloppy play and not a lot of confidence. What do you think something Coffeyville's got to do to try to chip away at this lead?
I think Coach Harrell, and Coach Walker as well, is probably going to be saying, look, we've got a mess. Let's turn it into a message here. Let's start cutting down on errors, fixing our mistakes, keep getting the offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, put some points on the board. Go team.
And I like how you put that short and simple, and sometimes that's what it takes. You got to get at your team and just keep it short and simple. You don't want to go into all these X's and O's. Just say, hey, we go out there and do what we've done all year, which is win games. Because they're above 500. They're winning games. All we got to do, this is a tough team, but we're better. You got to come out, play tough. And right now, that's a good, tough play by Tainsley. Just couldn't get to go. But right there, offensive rebounding has been one thing to look at for this team. They're doing a great job. They got 5 offensive boards to Cowley's 4, and 4 of 5 of those offensive boards translated into points right away. So that's a great job by them.
Matt, watching them running up and down the court here reminds me of when I played basketball a couple weeks ago. Me and some friends, we did a game of pickup, and I was running up and down the court for about 20 minutes, and I stopped, bent over, breathing heavy, and I said, hey, I'm glad these guys do this every week and not me.
Exactly, and basketball just kind of you kind of think of soccer as the same thing. You're just constantly running and using those feet, and they do a great job of it. Both of these teams, they get up at the court, and especially Coffeyville knows how to run that fast break. But what I've played in the past few weeks, that new game Fortnite, that's always fun to play. What's the highest you've gotten on the leaderboard?
Oh, I've got second. I've never won a game.
Well, that's a good. The highest I've got is only 20, so you're doing better than me.
Yeah.
And right there, you see Sky Jasper, a great job by her to get in there and cut down the lead to single digits now, only down by 9. And you see kind of a bad taken shot by the Tigers offensive player, and a great job by Lucy Burke. You've seen her a lot of good hustle plays and get herself involved on this offense and defense. She gets the jump ball, and now they have an opportunity to cut down this lead even more.
Can they do it? Will they do it? Continue watching, and we'll find out together here at CCC Broadcasting. Ooh, excellent look. And for two.
And
man.
Sky Jasper, she possibly, in my opinion, has one of the best visions in this KJCCC conference. She's doing a great job finding open players and getting good assists. Sorry, I was seeing if that would have been an and one, but Silva, good job driving in there, getting to the line.
But I know what you're saying. I don't even know how she saw that. I don't know if somebody gave her a sign, like, gave her some sort of hand signal from, hey, throw it behind your head. I don't know.
Yeah, she definitely has great court vision, and that's one thing that you're going to miss next year, especially Coach Harrell. She's leaving after this year. So let's see if we can see more of that. And I want to see them get a deep run in the playoffs. I would love to see both of these men's and women's team for Coffeyville going deep in the playoffs and doing a great job. And both of the free throws missed by Silva. Right here for Coffeyville, they got to take every opportunity they can. They need to go on a little run. They may not have to take the lead in this third quarter because you still got another one, but that's something you don't want to do is have careless turnovers.
And we've seen this a lot all game. We've got Cowley working it around the arc, looking for the inside lady in there. I don't know if they call that. They did call that. That's going to be an and one. I couldn't tell if the Cowley team was angered or really happy. So I had to kind of hold off on.
It's one of those happy screams, when you're excited for someone. And now they're up by double digits again, and she does get the and one play to go. So she redeems herself a little bit of missing those two free throws. And now Cowley is up by 11.
Hey, contested, but Sky Jasper finished, and that gets Coffeyville 2 more points.
And that's a great job, like you said, Sky Jasper finishing. Array of moves down in the paint, and you know exactly what she can do, get points and get them in a hurry. And a quick update from Barton at half. They lead Neosho County 40-29. So it's looking possibly like we could be going to Barton to play, but if we pull out this win, they can come here. So anything can happen. That's what you love about all sports. You can be an underdog and still win.
Exactly.
And Lucy Burke, a great job by her. She just kind of threw that one up there, it looked like. And now they're only down by 7. Lucy Burke in the first half didn't shoot a lot of threes like she's used to.
Hey, look. You got to check it. Oh.
And a block. That's a great job by them. Let's see how they run the fast break. They slow it down. Potter was thinking about a 3 right there.
Oh, my. I thought she was going to shoot again. Oh, Anna's good.
And she does shoot again, just not from deep. Almost 40 seconds to go with this third quarter. Coffeyville trying to chip away at this lead. They're down by 9. They need to get on a run and see if they can win this game. And that's not how you do it. You don't get turnovers. And it's still going to be Cowley's ball. And you see Tatiana McCree checking back in for Tanksley. McCree only had 4 points in the first half. She did have 4 rebounds and 2 assists. She didn't make a single three-pointer. She usually averages around 30% from deep. So let's see if she can turn around and maybe help this Red Ravens team win a game.
Oh, yeah. Kind of just threw it up there, but hey, when you only have 0.1 seconds left, you got to. But, Matt, have you noticed we have some famous people here in the audience today?
No, who is it?
We have Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And, Brad and Angelina, if you see this later, we'd like to thank you for sitting on opposite sides of the court. We don't want any feuds here at Gilmer Hall on J. Herkelman Court. Thank you. Matt, we got 10 minutes left in this game. What are you looking forward to? What are you seeing is going to impact that could keep the course going the way it is, or reverse the course and give Coffeyville a win?
Well, one thing that if Coffeyville either wants to stop the bleeding and not let this run just go crazy and at least not have a blowout, or try to chip away at this lead, is stop turning over the ball. That's the number one thing you got to do. Because they keep on making careless passes. They're trying to work too fast and trying to drive in, and they're not holding on to the ball. You have to hold on to the ball. And Cowley, I got to say, hey, Potter, just shoot wherever the heck you want, and you can make pretty much anything. That's basically what they're doing, and she's producing well for this Tigers offense.
Yeah, you've got that 100%. Potter, she is just, I mean, I would say if we're going to name a most valuable player for Cowley, we are going to have to name Caitlin Potter most valuable player on the Cowley team. Well, a foul.
And that will send Wooden to the line. Alexis Wooden in the first half only had 4 points, 2 for 5 from the field. But she also had 4 rebounds to go along with that. She usually gets around 8 points a game. So she's almost hitting her average, at halftime. If you get 4 more, you're hitting your average. But you would like to see her producing a little bit more, especially on the defensive side. And she goes 2 for 2. So that's definitely going to help them go at this Cowley defense.
That's going to be good by Brittany Hall.
And that's a great job. They're passing it around, and right there, another turnover. And you see Addison getting the good fast break to go. They're building up this lead in a hurry. In the past 30 seconds, they already scored 4 points, so that's pretty impressive. Playing great defense, and right now, the Red Ravens just looked overmatched.
Yeah, they're getting overwhelmed. Oh, then we got Burke. Burke, now, here comes, we just named an MVP for Cowley. I think if we're going to name an MVP for Coffeyville, at the point we are right now, Lucy Burke has just played phenomenally this game thus far.
And that's true. Even though she's not scoring as much as she usually does, she's doing a great job playing defense, and when she is needed to score, she's producing well. And the floater doesn't go, and a good rebound by Fulov.
Oof. Oh, and it connects by Lucy Burke for a deep three-pointer. She said, hey, Caitlin, you ain't got nothing. Let me show you what I got.
And she, as we just mentioned, she's doing a great job on defense, and she's showing her offensive skills by being able to shoot deep. She averages around 31% from deep, and she didn't shoot a single three-pointer in that first half, so she's doing a great job. And now they're only down by 6. Coffeyville finally showing some life. Let's see if they can finally turn it around.
And they're down to to the lowest gap that there has been since half. Coffeyville is only down by 6 points. And they started at 8, they went to 12 or 11, and now they're to 6. So, hey, chipping away, making progress.
And now, Cowley's coach, Clark, will take a timeout. What do you think he's talking about in this little huddle they have going right now, Tanner?
Hard to say. He's got his back turned to me, or I try to read his lips. Matt, if I'm going to guess, I'm going to think he's going to say, look, they're catching you. Work a little harder. Play a little tighter. Just do what you were doing before they started to catch up to you. Can't say for sure, but I would think it'd be something along the lines of that. And it looks like he was just directing a couple of the girls on where to position themselves on the court. So maybe they're going to come out and try something new. And that ball about got it.
And that's a shot clock violation. And right there, that's good defense. Good job by them.
Man, I think we're under an AC vent. I am freezing, and I'm in a hoodie, and you're over here in a T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of warm-blooded, if you know. I like the cold, bundle up, and now today it's a little warm. You know, it's supposed to be 6 more weeks of winter. We got a little rain and everything, a little ice on the road, but overall, it's been pretty good. You know, basketball weather, there's no really such thing as basketball weather because you're indoors. So
Exactly, yep.
And a quick 2 misses for Full Love.
Oh, and there's a 2-pointer by Samantha Schwab.
And that was definitely a tough play to pull off. She fought through the contact and got it to go, though. That's a great job by Schwab. And now their lead's back up to 8. Full Love almost lost it.
Oh, would have been a nice move if it would have connected. It is still a nice move, just it didn't get the points to go with it. And here in the last minute or so, it's been somewhat of a stalemate compared to what we've seen. There's only been a 2-point increase by Cowley. No increase by Coffeyville. Uh-oh.
And every time she shoots, you think it's going to go in, and right there, she follows her own miss and gets the easy board. Coffeyville, you can't stand still. You got to fight for every possession like it's your last. And now their lead's back up to 10.
Uh-oh, but Lucy, let's see what Burke's got. Feed it to the inside. Jumper. No, can't quite connect.
Even though they couldn't connect, good find by Jasper to find Tainsley. And a miss and a quick scoreboard watch. At the end of the third quarter, Cowley leads 52-43 at Coffeyville. I was reading the wrong thing. Now it's 60-50. My bad. I thought that was a Barton update. We're still at halftime, so it will be a little later. Probably after this game, it'll probably be.
Probably by the time the guys start, we'll probably be able to let everybody get an update.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
You're good. You're right. There we go. Coffeyville taking their time, making sure they get the shot they want, And, hey, inside, good for 2. You can't hardly beat that.
That's true. Great job. And right now, like you said, you do want to take your time and get the shot, but you don't want to take too much time because you're still down. You want to at least get around 2 to 3 points within 2 minutes left to try to say that you're still in this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, kind of a shove at the back there, but either they didn't catch it or they didn't feel like calling it. Maybe they were getting even from one earlier and the ref just let it slide. Hey, I didn't see anything. It's all right.
And sometimes, people blame refs for ending the games. My opinion is if you played well, then you can't blame a ref for losing the game. You're either going to win or lose. That's my opinion on how refs call. I mean, sometimes, yes, they make a bad call, but if you're winning, why does it matter if they make a bad call? Let's see how they run the fast break. Ooh. And Potter, a good strip from McCree, but she unfortunately steps out of bounds, and it will still be the Red Ravens ball.
Shot. Can't quite connect. Ooh, I thought Burke was going to get that offensive rebound, but not quite.
And Schwab, that's a great job. She finds Jallo and gets it to go, and now their lead's back up by 10. Right now, Coffeyville's got to be kind of in a panic to try to get back in this game. Right now, they're down by double digits. And this Saidu right here with a McCree 3, and she unfortunately misses.
And, I think they're getting a little frantic. They're like, hey, we got 3 minutes. We're down by 10. Let's make something happen. And what they need to do, get back to the basics. Just play ball. Don't try to do anything crazy. You don't need any threes right now. Try to get it close so you can tie it up.
That's definitely true. Back to the basics. Play great defense like they have been. I mean, both of these teams average at least 60 points a game. And so they're keeping them around their average. But, okay, Cowley's going to still keep the ball, but back to the point. You got to make points, like you said. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to, pull up at half court and shoot it. You just got to do something. You got to find a system that works, and right now they just haven't found that system.
And they're running out of time. We've got 2.5 minutes left. Fourth quarter, Cowley versus Coffeyville. Well, hey, good pass to the Coffeyville player there. Let's see what they can do with it. McCree for a second 3, and she just couldn't quite connect with that. Oh, and it's going to be a fast break. Is it a one-on-one? They called the foul. I'm not too sure on that one. But, hey, the ref is the guy wearing the striped shirt, so he makes a call.
And that's true right there. She just came at the wrong angle, and sometimes that's all it is. You just come in at the angle, and they really can't see exactly what happened. Might as well blow that whistle.
Yep.
And she does get the first one to go. That is Brittany Hall at the line. She went 1 for 2 from the line. She shoots around 64% on the season. And she only gets 1 to go.
well. Winding down here at the Cowley Ravens game. And there's another Coffeyville turnover. Nice pass, nice teamwork. Excellent block by McCree. Ooh, nice move. And she put it all together. Tanksley with the explosive play.
And that's a great job, like you mentioned. Great defense by Tatiana McCree to get that block, and then Jasper fighting Tanksley, and then a great offensive move. If they could have found a fast break like that earlier in the game, definitely could have been the other way around. But they're down by 9 with almost a minute left. I mean, you got to start thinking, hey, let's get ready for this Barton playoff game on Thursday.
Yeah, it's like, you know, they're down by 9, a minute left. You know, it's never over till it's over. From our standpoint, it's looking like it's done. So after this game, if the outcome, oh my, if you weren't watching, if you blinked, Caitlin Potter just threw one between half court and the three-point line. Just kind of threw it up there for the heck of it.
And she's been doing that all game, and it's just something to behold when someone can just shoot it like that. You know, usually don't see it at this level. I mean, obviously you see it at the NBA level, but at this level to just step back and shoot however you want, when you want. And it's crazy to think that she's doing it all at, you know, she's young. She's only a freshman, actually a sophomore, excuse me, and she's only 5'10". She's from Arkansas City, Kansas. So a little close. I believe Cowley's in Arkansas City. So she's doing a great job. I mean, averaging 23 points a game, and I believe she's almost at 20 or more than 20, and they're probably just going to run most of this clock out. And unfortunately, the Ravens will lose this game. They will travel to Barton on Thursday. I don't know the time exactly. We will try to get that to you at the men's game, which starts at 7:30. This game was hard fought by both teams, and Cowley will improve to 24-6, and Coffeyville will go to an even 15-15 on the year. And right now, a little bit of March Madness season happening in JUCO basketball. Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah. No shame, or here, yeah. We'll come back to you in just the guys' game, right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see y'all in a few minutes.